Macho was over here taking us back to, I think that was Freak Nasty. And I think it was called The Dip. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna look this up.
So are we considering this our third podcast?
Oh yeah, it's number 3.
3?
Number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody.
Dress.
Welcome.
Puff and Laugh podcast.
This is delicious, by the way. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, that's on point.
Yeah.
What's that, chai latte?
Yeah, so it is the Bengal spice celestial seasonings, and I put like a little bit of brown sugar, cinnamon syrup. It's all sugar free, but brown sugar cinnamon syrup in there to like sweeten it just a little bit, and then I made made a cold cream from our creamer and sugar-free pumpkin spice latte in honor of the first day of fall.
There you go.
Which, speaking of fall.
Speaking of fall, I had my phone. Oh.
That's true.
Only there was a bet, but there wasn't a bet. It was a gentleman's bet. I don't know, a lady's bet and a gentleman's bet. So, I just want to point that out. So, actually,
where is your phone?
my phone is
recording.
The podcast.
So how are you going to read that question you need to bring up?
What do you mean read that question?
You got the question out there you're supposed to bring up.
Oh, that's right, man. I'm from
Very
Alabama.
important.
And did you put it in Google Sheets?
No, actually what I did is emailed it to myself, and I have it right now up here with everything.
Look at you.
Look at you. Thank you. All right.
I'll checkmate.
Yeah, so too bad.
Let's see if he remembers to read it.
Too bad there was no bet. That's just what I'm saying.
True. True. It's bad there was no bet. But
we did all unanimously make a decision, though, is that you are going to introduce Macho into the subject of subjects that we haven't yet talked about.
that's true.
After you, my lady.
And so, because myself and my husband are a little bit of amateurs, we didn't start smoking weed until our 30s and 40s. Recently, essentially. And so, we pretty much know, like, 5th grade education of what weed is, you know, like indica, sativa, you know, all that kind of stuff. But that's pretty much it. And so for those of you who are like us, we would like for Professor Macho to take us on Cannabis 101.
Yeah, that's a great question. I guess I would just go back when I would start to think about marijuana. I would have been in middle school, going into high school, but it wasn't nearly as advanced as it is now, in the sense of like you just had $20 and you got a $20 sack. You didn't know indica, sativa. They might give it a name. A popular one in high school was Duff. Like, you want this stuff, man? Get you like a Simpson. It's all stupid. I'm like, all right, that's hilarious, but you know, and then rarely you would get something real crazy and good and cost you double the price, but you didn't know indica, hybrid, any of that. And then fast forward, I went on a long stretch of not smoking marijuana until recently, probably the last 2 or 3 years. Started getting back into it, but what I thought was important for the Puff and Laugh podcast is getting what we like to smoke out there. Like, this is a podcast based around marijuana and laughing, so we'll never disclose really what we're into. Me personally, I'm into flower. When it comes to indica, hybrid, sativa, it really doesn't matter, to be honest. I mean, yeah, at night maybe an indica, but I love smoking all of them. I don't dabble too much in the dabs. Usually special occasions, I got one of the rigs that kind of look like you're doing meth, you know. I feel like an addict trying to use it, but you just heat the end of it and hit it up on the dabs, instead of using like a pin or other sources to do that wax. So sometimes I'll actually make like a super joint where I just kind of like a caviar joint, and you get the flour and you mix it with. You can do it with the resin, the wax, the keef, because a lot of the grinders that on the very bottom, some people don't even know them. They're like untapped gold right there.
Yeah.
The bottom of the grinder, you got the keef. So you mix that all up into the joint, and that's like a caviar style. And those are phenomenal. So I love doing that. Rarely do I like hitting bongs and pipes. It's just too harsh. And there's so many different kinds. There's bubblers and you know, you got the concealed ones, or you can go old school and just carve out an apple, scratch a can.
I don't want to mention his name,
Uh-huh.
but an individual we smoked with, just real quick, because I think you can help us. I think he can help us with we have a Duff question for you. Yeah, and we're going old school. It's Duff, right?
All right.
We got a Duff question for you. We smoked with a cool old school guy. Remember that on the back porch, and it was a Sunday morning. Do around some stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Used to go there on a weekly basis to throw some things around. So we smoked with this dude, and he had the coolest fucking Duff.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Like, I wanted to ask him about it, but like, I was like, that thing's so cool. And y'all really talked about it. It was such a cool experience.
Yeah.
You're just high, you can't remember.
Yeah,
it.
I remember now.
Yeah. No,
But it was really cool. It kind of reminded me of like old men, like the wisdom, like pipe or something. Like I don't really know.
Explain it. Like maybe you could help us.
It was a bubbler. It was definitely.
Oh, it was a bubbler.
Yeah, it was definitely a bubbler.
Okay, so like a longer one though?
No. It was smaller, but it was just like it was teeny tiny. It was just like so cute. Like I don't know.
I've never seen a small bubbler.
It was like little, huh?
And it hit hard.
It did.
Dude,
Yeah.
like super hard. Yeah.
Those are generally pretty smooth, especially if you can get the water really cold
Yeah.
and then hit off of it.
Yeah.
I've had pretty enjoyable ones. But the ones I've used are the longer ones. Kind of look like Native American style long.
Oh, okay.
Not quite that long,
Yeah,
Okay.
but just a little.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to have interrupted you, by the way. My bad, man. Go ahead.
No, that was good. I was just trying to introduce really what I smoke, and I guess Colorado Wye is one of my favorites. And actually, one of the first ones I smoked from a dispensary when it became legalized was Pine X. So it's a Pineapple Express mix, hybrid, but more leaning towards the sativa.
Okay.
And I got an ounce of it, and honestly fell in love with it. And it's generally pretty popular, especially at that 420, the spot 420 here in Pueblo.
Okay.
But that one's a phenomenal one. That would have been one of the first ones I fell in love with. But another one that stuck to me was another hybrid, but this one was more towards the indica. It's the mac and cheese. I don't know if you've ever smoked it. It used to be top tier for a long time, and now they got it on the bottom, which you know makes me buy even more of it.
Yeah.
'Cause I love it. It just gives me one of those fucked up highs where you just don't ever shit.
Yeah.
I think they sell that at the one that we go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them have it, yeah, but it used to be top shelf, and then now all of a sudden they got the pre-rolls of it too.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you guys like smoking? Let the fans know here.
Oh, should we? No. I think I gotta say something. When it comes to talking about Duff,
Yeah.
dude, I probably have a middle school understanding of. And we have a rule.
Yeah.
And that rule is every time we go into the weed store,
Yeah.
That's what I call it, the weed store. So I'm like, I'll tell her what I want. Here's the money. Talk for me, baby.
He speaks boomer when we go in there. It's like he walks in and he like forgets how to interact with people, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
he sits there and just like looking at stuff. And I think it's easy to get overwhelmed, and it's not even like a big store, but it's easy to get overwhelmed just because I think we have our tendencies of what we like, and we just kind of stay with that. But then you kind of think about expanding, and then you're like, oh, these are way too many options, you know. But
Well, you know what it is also? I guess my little Duff story is I smoked marijuana early when I was about 20, 21 years old, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But it was literally like a Bill Clinton, like, I didn't inhale, you know? I didn't. I'm
I
like,
tried, but did not inhale.
and I lied too. I was like, oh, and I was like, you know? And so I don't want to try that shit again. And I'm like, and then we got together, and I told her, I'm like, you know, it's legal for you to do it. It's legal for me to do it. I just can't be employed where I'm employed. No names or anything, right?
Yeah,
So I never did it, right? But I'm like, man, I would, you know what? F it.
Yeah.
I'm in my 40s.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I tried it with her, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I've not went back. I'm like, that's so like, the moral of the story, kids, is you have a boomer trying to, at a counter, trying to be like, wonder why they call it Anubis. Is it truly historically Anubis? Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I love it. And she's like, she's fucking, and the clerk, she's everywhere, dude. And that's why my Egyptian autism kicks in. And she has the, you know, I'm taking ownership. There's nothing wrong with it. I love it, but I love Anubis.
Yes, but
Moral of the story, kids, is just tell the boomer dad, tell him what you want, go in there, get what you want, go out, and nobody gets embarrassed.
exactly. Well, and like the thing is that like during the pandemic, so the pandemic was like hard on like a lot of us, right? Like in different ways. And when we first came home, I was having like a lot of migraines because I was trying to adjust my office. And I'm prone to migraines anyway, and this was before I got LASIK, so I was still wearing contacts or glasses, and you know, having to wear like masks and stuff whenever we would go out, it would just make things like worse, you know.
Yeah, torture.
Yeah, and so I would get migraines a lot, and the only thing that really seemed to help that I readily had access to was like edibles. Mia had something to say. But no, like edibles were like the only thing that would help. And so I'm at home, and we had just actually got married. It was the next, like early summer. No, not even. It was probably about March, April. And I didn't have any edibles, and my kid was killing me. And he was like, I'll go for you. And I was like, no, you can't, because you can't, like, where you work, you know, it's too big of a risk. And he's like, no, it'll be fine. He goes upstairs, and he comes back down, and he's got his aviators on. He's got a hoodie, the hood's up, and he's got, like, a paño on. I'm like, you look like the Unabomber, dude. Like, don't go looking like that. Like, no.
So scared.
He was like, they won't even know who I am. And I'm like, God, you sound like the Unabomber.
Dude, I walked in and I instantly started looking for cameras. I knew where every single camera was in that store, and even the hidden cameras. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is a hidden camera? And I'm like, this is a hidden camera. And it probably wasn't a good experience for everybody.
Right.
And this is why I, as the extrovert, have taken him under my wing.
Thank you.
and I'm slowly integrating him into society so he can learn how to interact.
And to my credit here, by the way, I'm also like, if I take 3 gummies at 15%, will I be okay if I take like a joint of 17% and I can still maybe drive in the case of an emergency?
Oh my God. And he sits there and he does these things and I'm like,
I'm doing boomer dad math.
he is. And then like he's like a
Cat dad math.
yes. And by cat dad math, I mean he is about a half a step of yeah, he's about a half a leño of sativa from going upstairs and doing karate in the grass to make sure he's protecting the cats. So that's where he's at right now.
OG homie right here.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. No, go ahead. Oh, by the way, you were mentioning something. What about, you were saying something about fat dudes?
Fat dudes.
Oh, I guess it's good that I wrote it down.
What?
Fat dudes in the summer and then in fall. We were talking about, as a fat guy, how I hate the summer. And that I love the fall.
Uh-huh.
I love the fall.
Uh-huh.
I hate the summer, dude.
Yeah, I'm not big on it either. I don't like cutting grass and all the bugs.
Oh, for real.
Can't find anywhere cool to hang out to smoke where you're not drenching yourself in sweat, getting heat stroke. So I definitely love the winter and having my heater on in my sunroom and turn the fan on and smoking in there.
Okay.
I miss it. But it feels like it's starting to come back because today, first day of fall, feeling amazing out there.
Yep.
Rain the whole way here.
Man.
Cars were going slow.
Sorry, like when you get like super high, you don't like oh really, dude. Sorry, viewers.
Yeah. But speaking
Oh,
of,
this is tea. It's gotta be all chill. The flavors with them. Oh,
Delicious. Thank you.
yeah, that's good.
you're welcome.
It's really nice.
But speaking of fall, Diddy in current events,
Ooh.
Yeah, he fell a little.
he's going down.
Ooh, like head first into the concrete.
Yeah.
Nothing like a Diddy party.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yeah, and lubrication. Yeah, that's a lot.
And like what was it, 780 something marital devices.
Everybody's falling down. There's something about J-Lo's gonna be falling down. Her
Yep.
or something like what the hell?
Something I sent myself.
Oh yeah.
The revelation I was going to tell you. Remember we were talking about? I just saw the news broke. Usher wiped his Twitter history message. Or his message Twitter history.
Bumble Stillskin's going down.
Yeah.
And he knows it.
Will Smith,
Yeah.
he liked those Diddy parties.
Ooh.
Which makes sense. They seem to have a crazy relationship with his wife and all that drama. So
Yeah, but like I guess like I don't know. Jaguar Wright came out and said that like, and I'm sure like there's probably a lot of stuff to back this up. I haven't actually like done a lot of research on it yet. This week has been really kind of busy at work, but she came out and said that she knew that, and there's probably paperwork to back this up anyway, that Usher discovered Justin Bieber, right?
Complete rumor, by the way.
Yeah, complete rumor. That's why I don't know. Like discovered Bieber and took guardianship of him, and that's how he was able to get him to Diddy. Poor Bieber, man. I feel for that guy.
For real.
Because I mean, if the rumors are true, and he went through that, ooh, you wouldn't want to relive it again, you know?
Yeah. All of them though, shoot, because they all wanted something out of it, you know. And what they had to give up was the cheese.
Yeah, but he was a child, though.
Yeah.
You know?
He really wasn't. Yeah, he was still exploring his fame and would have potential to get it all by himself, but
Yeah.
Just kind of his innocence taken away.
Yep.
Which happens to all those Hollywood stars, you know, unfortunately. There's so many stories and
And
a
they're
lot of stuff coming out. It's like,
Yep.
yeah, it's crazy. Perverts.
all I know is R. Kelly and Diddy. They're probably gonna have to go to the officers. Can we live together?
Yeah.
Because they can't go close. They would not survive.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, Jared Fogle for Subway, he had it kind of easy north of Colorado in a federal prison.
Mhm.
It was just nothing but sex offenders, so
Hmm.
so he didn't have a hard time. Then he got pushed out because of overreach of the offenders or whatever, of the
Mhm.
population. So he ended up getting released early. So he didn't even have it rough, but what the charges Diddy and R. Kelly have, they'll be in there for a long, long time.
Yeah,
Yep.
as they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other current news did you have?
Oh, I know the stuff in Hezbollah. I know you
No.
wanted to.
You want good current news or bad current news?
Whatever sounds more interesting.
I mean, we're talking about Diddy, so maybe a little refresher here.
Some more Diddy?
The diddler.
And then we'll go into other things. But
Okay.
a lost cat's mysterious 2-month, 900-mile journey home to California.
What?
On the Associated Press, we'll have the news article linked in the description box. But a gray cat living an extraordinary life of events to the beach and to the trips to the lake went on the biggest adventure alone, traveling hundreds of miles from Wyoming to California. Both how the feline named, I'll be real, I'm from Alabama, I don't know how to say that. I'm going to call it Kitty, pronounced Kitty, made it home, or pronounced Rainbow. Oh, Rainbow, okay. I'm super high, I'm sorry. Alright, but how the
He may
feline
not
named
be
Rainbow
smart.
made it home 2 months after getting lost in Yellowstone National Park during a summer camping trip remains a mystery. Benny and Susanna Angiano, oh my god, and their 2 cats from the Yellowstone's Fishing Bridge RV park on June 4th for the cats' first trip to the forest. But soon after they arrived, Rainbow was startled and ran into the nearby trees. That's terrible. The couple looked for him for 4 days, even laying out his favorite treats and toys. When they finally head back to Salinas, California on June 6th, Suzanne says she was crushed but never lost hope she would find him. And then, I don't want to keep reading this, I don't know how. Anyways, he ran back.
Aww.
That is super cool.
Breaking news here. Puff, puff, and laugh.
Was that?
So that's our breaking news here on the Puff, puff, and laugh.
Yeah, that's why I love cats, dude. I love them.
It's like Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
This is my little OG homie right here. Like, she's been through it. That's why I'm trying to get her to her anxieties. Well, we're talking, you know, her anxiety is getting high.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But man, she loves to get high though.
She does. And part of the reason why why her anxiety is kind of high right now is because we were smoking flower earlier, and we're smoking it in joints where it's sticking to our clothes more, versus I normally smoke it in like that little tumbler, that Rick and Morty tumbler bong.
Yeah.
And he likes to smoke off of the big bong. And I like that too, but it's a pain in the ass to clean, and I like the fact that the Rick and Morty bong is very easy to clean. And I can make it real chill, real easy, just fill it with ice, you know?
Yeah.
But when we come in after smoking like joints or something like that, she smells it on us and she loves it, and she like wants to like snuggle.
Man.
It's like her favorite smell. So she's probably kind of pissed about that too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But dude, yeah. I was gonna say though, oh man, I'm like super high right now. I was gonna say like, go ahead, baby.
Well, for
My cat also, when I'm smoking in my sunroom, he'll go through the doggy door out back and come and kick it with us. And usually we'll have a treat for him or give him something to get high off of, and called catnip, you know. So I'll give him that. But yeah, he loves just being out there and smelling it. My dogs, they'll go out there for a treat because that's where we keep the treats.
Yeah.
As soon as they get it, they don't go back in. They don't like the smell.
Yeah.
My other dog, he'll get pissed if he has to wait too long for the treat. He'll start like growling because the smell's getting to him. Like, hurry up so I can leave. I'm just laughing. But yeah, my cat is Fluffy Minion. I forgot that his first name was Fluffy. Trying to call him a appointment at the vet, you know. They're like, ooh, you mean Fluffy Minion? I was like, oh shit, I forgot that's his name. Yeah, Fluffy Minion. So anyway, I got him there, and he just loves smell. He comes out every time we go out. So that's pretty cool.
With our cat, so like they all love catnip, and he found a video on TikTok or Facebook, or I don't know, somewhere that has reels. They're all the same anymore. But it was that if you mix vanilla extract with, some water and you spray it on you, when you go outside, it really repels mosquitoes, and it does a pretty good job.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
So when we use that, we have like a little pump spray. It sounds like the catnip. So she fucking loses her mind, and she's like, I need it now. And we're like, oh my God, you little fiend, calm down. So.
Well, I was going to say, if we are going to have our little fur babies on the podcast, we should probably introduce them. So this is Mia, Spanish for mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we introduced on the first episode.
Did we?
I remember that.
Yeah, because Mia is a little star.
Yeah.
I do remember being on quite a few video calls, and she would come in the room. That's part of the reason why I had to have my office door closed, because she would come in the room and just raise hell until you put her on the camera.
Oh, damn.
And she was able to investigate everything, and then she would go out. Yeah. Supervise.
Yeah.
That's what she was thinking.
What happened, Kern? And no, actually, I know what I was going to talk about. Like, we were talking about how I got introduced to weed, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I was going to say, like, you think I would know a lot about it. Because people who know me know I have been around a lot of people, no name calling,
Yeah.
who are they're straight up potheads.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
one of my Cobra Kai homies
Yeah.
knows who he is. Right down the street for us. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, you think I would know a lot, but I'm completely dumb, dude. I'm so boomer. It's so terrible.
Well, there's a lot out there. It just depends what you want to get into and what you like. I mean, I'm honestly really content with just smoking joints.
Yeah.
I get the pre-rolls. I don't even roll it unless somebody gifts me some flour. Then I'll usually gift them back a pre-roll. But yeah, I don't get into doing all the work. I just like to have it readily available. But when I first started, I was mostly just doing pipes. And then I got a little roller, regular cigarette roller, and started rolling my own joints for the longest time. But shoot, price-wise, I mean, it's just as expensive to buy flour as it is to have it already in a pre-roll. 28 grams, so 28 joints. Nowadays, you can get under $100.
Okay.
You figure an ounce of good weed is, going to be over $100 when that has the stems and seeds or whatever. Most of them don't have seeds, but for sure it has the stems that got to be pulled out, so you're not even getting the full ounce, So with the pre-rolls, 28 of them, you get the full ounce.
Yeah.
Well, you want to hear something funny? You and I were talking about this last week.
Yeah.
So my Cobra Kai homie who came over here
Yeah.
the other day,
Yeah.
we were talking about like how he used to smoke and how he smokes now as he's gotten older.
Yeah.
Because he smoked at such an early age.
Yeah.
And how, like, I've never smoked in my life, and as soon as I could, I'm like, you know what? Nah, sometimes you got to learn how to run before you learn how to crawl. We got this bond. We love it. I love it. I love both of them. But, dude, first day I could, this bond was like, what, $275?
Yeah, we got to tell the full story.
Go ahead.
So we decided we had been like smoking pre-rolls, and it was cool. Like we loved it, but like I was getting, like, we both were getting real raspy. Like, I was sounding like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Like,
This
he
was
was,
like within a week.
yeah, and he was like, my lungs burn.
You said break the lungs in.
Well, yeah, and he was like,
Seeing it through.
yeah, and he was like, my lungs burn, you know, like, what do I do? So I reach out to a friend of mine, Bizzle, and he's like, you need to put some distance between, you know, you and the flame, like when it's coming in. So we take that incredibly literally, like, okay, the more distance, the better. So we go to this.
True story, yo. I'm not
Yeah.
bigger, you know. Yeah, true story. Go ahead.
So we go to the shop and they're like, oh, we actually have everything like on sale right now. There was like something going on, like they were like trying to clear out like stuff to get like new shit in or something. I don't know, but
Super cool people, just saying.
yeah, like totally cool. And we see this huge bong, like compared to all the other ones. Like 3-4 chambers, you know, and we're looking at it. It's the one that's up there, the white one. And he's like, well, that's got distance. And we look at the price and it's $275, and they're like, oh, it's actually on sale. It was like what, like $75?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so we're like, fuck yeah. So we get it. And I already had a grinder, and we grind it down. We decide, we're gonna hit this, and we don't take it slow. We decide we are going to just go all in. And in our backyard, behind our backyard, the neighbors back there, those trees that kind of look like a stegosaurus, he straight up saw Godzilla.
Ooh.
I was looking up.
Like the real Godzilla. No. Not like, oh, I see the outline of Godzilla. I thought it was like the new Godzilla.
Like Gojira.
For real. Dude.
But I was just as bad. Like, I look up because this is like right around like dusk, right? So like the sun's kind of going down, and like the sky's kind of starting to look a little bit different. And I swear to God, I saw a UFO, but like not like, oh, like I see like this tiny flying saucer. Like, I swear I saw like up into like the ship and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God. So I text this friend who told me to put some distance there, and I'm like, dude, like I see UFOs, and he's seeing Godzilla, and he's like, yeah, they're coming for you. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Why are you playing into me?
I love that dude so much.
He's one of my best friends.
Dude, he's the coolest dude in the world.
So y'all tripping, huh?
Yeah.
So bad. So
Moral of
I'm
the story.
I'm not thinking of tempering myself when it comes to smoking weed.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
I was just like, I just want to cough less. I don't care.
Yeah. True.
I've never smoked weed before. And within a week or two, somewhere in there, we need to give that bong a name. like Belita or something like that. I don't know.
Lucille.
What's that?
Lucille.
Call it Lucille?
Yeah.
There we go. I love Lucille, dude. When I first started, I am not wrong. I would hit it.
Yeah.
I would hit it. I would take deep breaths. Dude, go tell him.
It was true. It was similar to watching, consequently, my husband eat. So when he eats something that is hot, so like, I'm glad that he doesn't really care about like Totino's pizza rolls, because anything that I make in the air fryer that's like super crispy, like pizza rolls that are going to be like super hot on the inside.
Yeah, love it and stuff.
Yeah, and really anything that I'm like, hey, this is really hot, be careful. What's the first thing he does? Oh, let me drink it. Like, and he does the, like, the dance in his mouth, you know?
Get taquitos in front of me, dude. I don't care. I don't care about the pain. People are like, oh, it's painful. I don't shit, Sherlock. You don't think I don't feel the pain? It's taquitos. I'm hungry.
But that's how he.
Delicious. I can only imagine when I'm high.
But that's the thing is when we first started smoking weed, that's how he was with the bong. He was like, and he'd like be dying, he'd be coughing, and like I'd be like, "You all right? Yeah. I just need some water. I'm fine. Like, and you could tell he was dying, but he didn't care.
Like, moral of the story, kids, how about you don't poke the bear who's forcing hot-ass taquitos in his mouth just because he loves them? I'm not trying to be intelligent here. Maybe you don't mess with that guy. Because maybe I deal with pain a little bit differently.
True. He's like, I welcome it.
Right, for real.
It really does.
Anyways, my friend, my homie, him and I are talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, and I told him about my like kind of weed journey, about all this in the time frame, in a really condensed time frame.
Yeah.
And then I said, and I said, I've just been hitting off that bong ever since.
Yeah.
I said, I love it. I said, we'll get edibles. I love edibles.
Mm-hmm.
I love the joints.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten back into liking joints more since I did build that immunity.
Yeah.
But I said, I still love hitting off fucking Lucille. I love it. He's like, I said, you want to hit off of her? He was like, I can't do that shit no more, dude. I'm like, why? He's like, dude, I would do that day in and day out when I was younger, but I'm at 40. I can't do that no more.
Well, you know what's funny?
And I've been doing it every single day for almost a year. I'm not lying, am I?
True.
Hitting these fat riffs, dude, every night, thinking that's normal.
Well, but Bizzle does that.
Because he's been smoking all for a long time.
Exactly, but Cobra Kai friend has too.
Yeah, I'm saying I probably shouldn't have been doing that.
Oh well.
Good way to build your tolerance.
Well, it is, but not going from. I guess it's saying like going from 1 to 100.
Yeah.
Like it's rather going than like 1, 10, 20, 40, 70. Right? I went like 1 to 90.
Yes, in the true fashion. That's what you do.
Really be introduced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved it.
Mm-hmm. And we recently tried sativa because
Oh yeah, go ahead.
yeah because we shied away from it for a really long time because everybody that we would talk to about it, everybody was like, oh no man, you don't want to smoke sativa, man, it's gonna make you paranoid, man, that's what it does, you know, blah 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 blah. So we're like, oh fuck, okay, no. So we would do hybrids or indica. That was it. And with indica, we would both really get to a point, and some of it was probably because we were smoking so much off the bong, but we would just get super like paranoid, huh?
Yeah.
Like bad. So we recently tried sativa, and
I'll let you tell the story. I'll tell the story. I'll start cussing.
We get pre-rolls, and he's like, "Fuck it, I wanna try sativa." So we go to the dispensary, and he has his boomer moment, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" So I intervene, and I just get us 5 sativa pre-rolls, and I'm like, all right, we're on this ride.
Choo-choo.
So we get home and we smoke a sativa pre-roll, and we're like, huh. And he looks at me and he's like, are you like really chilled out right now? And I'm like, yeah, are you? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well, what the fuck does this mean? And he's like, well, I guess that means that this confirms ADHD like brain, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we don't scientifically we don't
know. I mean,
causality and everything. I think it's
this is the
if you
Pineapple
find it
Express
higher
version.
with who have ADHD. Right?
Yeah, no,
We love science here, people.
yeah, absolutely.
I
This
was
is stoner thought.
actually thinking about those kids in Mount Lawn. Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead. No. I was just thinking of something stupid.
No, what? Share.
No,
That's what this podcast is about.
I have a fucking list here. I keep looking at the stupid thing. I only have 2 items on there, you know.
Yeah.
One was just to introduce the weed, but every time I have to look down, I have to keep looking at Uncle House shit story. It's fucking hilarious to keep seeing it. I'm glad you guys did put anything on the list and have it up, because then you'd be like, why the fuck is there Uncle House shit story on here?
Okay.
Yeah,
Take the floor, man.
so I keep looking at it. I couldn't fucking think of that one. It got me on that.
Tell the story.
Go ahead. I'll give
I'll gladly yield my time.
Gosh. Well, so the Uncle House shit story, which I end up later finding out more information to make the story funnier. But, so, my dad didn't really come in my life until I was a little bit older. My parents were married, and then we started seeing each other a lot, and what we would do, we'd go to my uncle's house for football games, and I'd probably only see my uncle maybe 5 or 6 times at this point, but it was my Uncle Anthony. So we're at my Uncle Anthony's, and I have to take a shit. So I go upstairs to take this massive shit. I just feel good, you know. I go to fucking get the toilet paper, and my uncle didn't have any. I was like, what the fuck? So I get up all shit ass, and I'm looking in the cupboards, nothing. And I look underneath the sink, nothing. I was like, fuck. I was like, whose house is this again? Because I'm all scatterbrained. I was like, oh, it's my Uncle Anthony's. So first I called for my dad. I'm like, Dad, nobody. And I yell out, Uncle Anthony! And no one will fucking answer. I'm like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So I go in the one of the cabinets, and it has towels, and I just wipe my ass with the towel. And I was like, well, fuck, I kept all this massive fucking towel away. So I guess I'll just put it with the laundry. So I throw it in there. That's how I lived, 30 years of my life, just knowing the story like that. So this one day, I'm just confessing stories to my dad and shit I used to do. I was like, yeah, this one time, Uncle Anthony, as I was shitting, I couldn't find no toilet paper. He said, hey, Goron, was that fucking you that wiped your ass with the towel? And I started laughing. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, your fucking uncle thought it was me. He's like, why did you wipe your ass with my towel? Because I guess he jumped in the shower, didn't have a towel. He used his only towel, and he saw the towel in there, went to grab it to use it, and he sees shit on it. So that is my Uncle House shit story. So now I don't have to look at this no more. How fucking crazy laughs.
Oh, that was fucking funny.
Yeah, it's funny to know that they actually found that fucking towel. I went my whole life not knowing that towel was found until my dad fucking told me.
You think I was all cagado. He's all cagado.
I'd be so mad. I mean, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Towel, man.
Okay, so
Shit, as bad as I
what did he do? Sorry. What did he do?
What did who do?
Your Uncle Anthony.
He
There would be vengeance on my end.
He threw the towel away and just complained to my dad later, and I didn't know about it for 20-some years. That was it. My uncle just threw the towel away. Because that was at hardcore ass fucking parties they'd have back then. So he wasn't over there fucking sane-minded. It was all good. Didn't I have a thing of, oh, you know what? I did. Sorry. So yeah, I'm constantly looking at that fucking thing, and it's like got me fucking chuckling over here.
all week.
Hmm.
Okay, all right.
I'm better now.
Yeah.
Good.
What I have on the screen now won't make me laugh like that.
Okay.
Oh, you.
How about we finish with those kids on my lawn?
Yeah, tell them your paranoia story.
Oh.
So, children, if you ever want to know what I will be like when I get older, but in a more respectful and more liberal way, is Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino.
Yeah.
I am a crotchety old man when it comes to my yard. I love mowing my back lawn. I
Hank
love
Hill.
doing it. I'm Hank Hill. I will do it different patterns. I'm always looking for ways and stuff like that. Our lawn was dead
Yeah.
And I brought it back. And so,
Like you said, you hate like mowing the lawn and stuff in the summertime.
Yeah.
That is his favorite thing to
Dude, that's
do
my
in
joke.
the world.
Really?
yeah. And so I'm
Hey,
super
man.
paranoid with people who park in front of our house.
True.
And so, what we were talking about here at Statiba, why it does relax me, I actually had one of those kind of slightly bad paranoia freakouts.
You did.
I'm not going to go into details, but like it had to do with neighbors parking cars directly in front of our driveway.
Well, I mean, in your defense, so I am his wife. Hello, in case you did not know, I am Mrs. Matt here. But yeah, the way that they had pulled up, it was very, it was shady. Because they had pulled up as though they were parallel parking, and they were blocking our driveway.
Yeah.
And he's looking out the curtain, and he's looking like Clint Eastwood already in Gran Torino. He's already like getting the "get off my lawn" look on his face, And they were like pulling up, and the car that they were in did not have a rear license plate that I saw. So, it was kind of shady looking, and we noticed that there was a lot of activity at a certain house, and we weren't sure if it was connected to that or not. And we were like, oh god, like the driveway's blocked, and he's like, I ain't gonna let him in here. I can see like the hamsters just going. But yeah, he had me all amped up. I was like, all right, I'm ready to fight. Like, we're Bonnie and Clyde, let's go.
Yeah. Well, a little bit more to this. Our driveway goes right here, as obviously it pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
In front of our house, there was no cars.
True.
Our neighbors, driving right here in front of their house, they had their cars.
Uh-huh.
The house in question is more down that way.
Yeah.
So behind my neighbor's cars, there was no cars. So they came and parked in front of our house and backed in reverse to my neighbor's car to block our driveway.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they kind of looked suspicious looking. That's all we're going
It
to
was
say.
a little sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm like, put things here, put things there.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah.
He went into like defense mode, and I was like, all right.
My old buddies, my old tactical buddies, used to have a name for me. I might say one day. Remember that name? Nah, I don't want to say it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm trying to
I don't know
remember.
if I should. Anyways.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It was it was like looking back, it was kind of funny.
But the next day, dude, because I want to be a good neighbor. I'm Hank Hill.
That's true.
I want to be a good neighbor. The next day,
Yeah.
same scenario, set up with the vehicles. This car pulls in front of our driveway again, right in front. Same scenario.
Yep. Parks, gets out.
It gets out, and I'm like, okay, I have every legal right to have that vehicle towed.
And that's what I told him. I was
Yeah.
like, just have it towed.
Yeah, but I'm like, I want to be a good neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
I walked around and met neighbors I had never talked to in my life to find out who had that car because I did not want to tow a
That's
neighbor's car.
wild.
And every single one of them was like, what the hell are you doing?
Have
You
it
had
towed. Listen
And
to your
I
wife.
finally found the vehicle, dude. I finally found the vehicle of the house. And they're like, oh, I'll tell her. I'm like, no, you tell her she has 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I had a counter and everything. And it was like 30 seconds until the 30 minutes. And I'm like, all right, I'm calling Terry, but I better look. And I looked out and the vehicle's gone.
Yeah. So I mean, she moved it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Just trying to be a good neighbor.
Yeah. I'm not that nice. I'm like, no, you ain't gonna block my driveway.
Well, you guys are on a popular block too.
But that's true. We are in
A ton of traffic.
we are in a very, very,
true.
very, very busy street. Absolutely.
Oh.
But yeah, I I don't think of anything else. Can you?
Mm.
Anything else you want to talk about, Macho Man?
Let me think. Well, we could talk real quick about college football. Your team had the bye.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
then
28.
they'll have a phenomenal game coming up
Yep.
this Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little worried about it. I got to be real. Every Bama fan's worried about it. This is a true test. 28th, I think it's 5:30. I don't know what it's streaming or anything, but yeah.
I mean, you have to
Yeah.
give Georgia their due. I mean, do I like them? No, but they are a strong team, and that's why every Bama fan is worried about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's Georgia.
Yeah.
It's Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, and the only saving grace is I think our team is better than what people think we are.
Mhm.
A lot of our we have a bye week right before the game, so it's not yesterday, but it's going to be this upcoming Saturday, the 28th, and I already said that. Sorry. And it's at Tuscaloosa, and that place, I guarantee you, is going to be packed to the rims.
And it's going to be loud.
Yeah, loud and stuff, and so it's going to be our test, though. It's going to be KD's test. I love Kalen DeBoer. Just saying, I think everything he's done awesome so far. To replace Saban like that legacy, and just to step in like that, and literally just lock and reload as Bama does, as all those high profile. Georgia does it too. Lock and reload.
Mhm.
Oh, you got a 5-star that went to the NFL. Okay, here's another 5-star we're gonna fucking start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Did you watch any college football this weekend? Or if Alabama don't play, you don't really follow?
I follow. Sorry. I follow scores to kind of mess with my boss.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Oh yeah, it is totally to mess with them. It's all fun games. So it's nothing but love there.
I do have something to close with, because remember how we couldn't figure out that song because you were like, I put my hand up on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that is Freak Nasty, and it's The Dip, and it says.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, gang.
There you go.
Signing off.
Yeah, Elise, you have anything?
Nope. Over and out.
Macho Man?
No, if you guys want, we can end with the final question.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one's an easy one. It won't take a long time. Favorite ear swabs?
Favorite ears?
Yeah. Big brand is Q-Tip. So that might be your favorite. Do you not know any other ones? I got plenty of them because I tend to have a fascination with ear swabs.
Okay, what is it specifically that's the...
How strong they are.
Okay.
Also, I don't like Q-Tip because they've been sued too many times. Therefore, theirs has the flex.
Uh-huh.
Now, your best ones, you're going to have to steal from your doctor's office or maybe go to Amazon and put in the ones that have the actual wood,
Yeah.
the long ones.
That,
And those suckers will come out the other side.
Yeah.
My favorite, though, would be the Equate. It's the cheap brand at Walmart. The Equate Q-tips, and then
That's what we get.
those are the best because they're very strong, and you could just get in there and have at it.
Because they're that hard plastic, aren't they? Yeah.
Dollar General has one, and it's in a pack, like a box, and then it's an easy open, and it's called Select. Those ones are almost stronger, I believe.
Really?
They're just harder to get, unless you have a Dollar General right by your house. But in Canyon,
I
you have
gotta
to go to
say,
Florence.
I don't think I've ever questioned the brand in any way, shape, or form shopping for Q-tips.
Yeah, it's just
When I
not
buy
like-
Q-tips, I'm like, how many? Like, oh, that's 1,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know there was literally better Q-tip brands.
Well, just Q-tips, since it's so popular and the name, it's just been sued a lot.
Yeah.
So they've really softened what their stick is. But I didn't even know that you can buy the medical ones. They're just like You just put the ones with the stick or something
Mhm.
on Amazon.
Mhm.
Somebody's like, look, here, you can actually buy those. I'm like, shut up. And I look. And the cotton on those ones are real tight, so you can really get in there.
Yeah.
Because I love anything ears. I like doing the water bottle, the spraying one. That one's nice. It just floods it out.
Mhm.
And then we bought from, maybe Walmart, we got one of those ones that has the camera. And you stick it in your ear with the light.
Okay.
And you can see it and just pull stuff out. Big chunks.
Ew.
And it scratches the inside too.
That would be
That's good.
gross, but also
But you're
satisfying.
watching on your phone.
That would be gross, but satisfying at the same time.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
To like watch it actually like clear it all out and like feel it clear it out, because it probably is like a sense of relief when it clears it out.
Yeah, you feel like you can hear better for a few hours.
I don't even know, like, God bless America, man. I don't even know things like this exist.
I know stuff like this exists. I just don't bring it up.
Oh, like, that's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
like, I want to start being, like, all bougie with my Q-tips now, thanks to Camacho.
Yeah, don't get the Q-tip. They suck.
No. I mean, as a name, as the genre of.
He does what like a lot of people do. So like branding is so important, and I learned this in marketing. And you know, you're going through this with a lot of like different classes and stuff that you're doing. That just like branding is super important, and with brands that have cornered the market like Q-tips, where everyone, they don't call them ear swabs,
Yeah.
they call them Q-tips, or
Yeah.
they don't call it tissue, they call it Kleenex, you know, just depending. And it's not everybody. Sometimes it depends on where you're from or, you know, whatever. But yeah.
And when you're from Alabama, you do it that meme when she say, "Look at all those chickens."
Look at all those chickens.
Love that little girl.
That little girl's so cute.
But I do want to say, it is 5 minutes until the Raiders game. I don't want my dude to miss it.
Woohoo.
All right.
All right, guys. Everybody take care.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please, if you any improvements, anything like that, roll tide and. Yep.
Right?